So today we are going to be working with fear as per the request. And it's even more crueler than fear. We have lots of people, young people with panic attacks. And I didn't really understand them till I saw them. And the person gets nervous, can't breathe, can't act. It's a sort of a paralysis. And I realized that in my life, I once had a panic attack. I was in Russia. I was trying to do business, and I didn't know who to trust, who not to trust. And someone came to me and said, the students in the hostel, they are playing with pens and they're actually getting the spirits to answer their questions. So I said, okay, I do need, and I was curious also about all these things. I went and I was very happy that the spirit deemed to be talking to me. The guys in the hostel were holding pens, something like this, and the pen would visibly go up and down. Yes and no. Yes, it goes up. No, it goes down. And they had been asking for several days. So I came and I had some questions and about this, that. I had a list around 8, 9 questions. This partner will do like this. Will this guy try to take the money and run and all that? And the answers was yes and no. So that evening, my friend in whose room this had been happening, he was one of the main guys. And I came back at 1 o'clock, lied down with my wife to sleep, and I felt very tangibly that the spirit of the girl who was supposed to have committed suicide in that hostel room, and this was Russia, so they used to cover up these things like anything. The girl who was supposedly lived in that room and who had committed suicide from throwing herself, her spirit came and lied down with me. And I do not know for how long I was paralyzed, but I was completely so full of fear that I couldn't move. I do not know whether it was 3 seconds or 3 minutes. And that was the only. And times change. And now, when you open your TV channel, you will find that there are ghost hunters, etc. Series of them. Thousands of people who are now ghost hunters, and they take the video camera and they go to places where they are convinced that there is a ghost, and they try to capture. And they, some of them have, like, made lots of money doing this. Some of them have been traumatized by all this. Some of them are still going at it. They are, well, in the ghost world, hunting world, especially after the movies Ghost Hunters, etc. These things have become very romanticized. So what caused me fear is now the source of income for so many people, and they are looking for such places where there is a ghost. Like, if you were to tell me that room is haunted for $1 million, I won't go in. And the people now who are willing to pay that $1 million to go into a hotel where there is supposed to be a ghost, and they are very feel very blessed if they catch hold of something which is happening over out there. If you ever come near a ghost, it will be the most uncomfortable feeling ever. Angels is a different thing. But if you ever get to that, like, it's not something that you forget. But this is an extreme fear. 99% of our fears are based on our perception that this is going to be happening. It doesn't really. And the only way to defeat fear is, because what is fear? It is a reaction to a thought or something which is happening, and you think that you are going to be losing something. That's what a fear is. That this can happen, that will happen, or if this person comes and he can lay me off, or he may not lay me off, or He can reject me, etc. What are the biggest fears? Loss in some way, loss of respect if there is a respect, if there is a rejection, loss of money, loss of reputation, face. That's all. So there are three or four losses which the thoughts of which, and the ultimate is the thought of, oh, I may have to give up my body. But look into our cities. We celebrate the people who died. That means they gave up their bodies willingly for the good of others. We celebrate. Those people are called heroes, and they are supposed to, we are supposed to be trying to emulate them there because they had got over the fear of losing their body. So that is one of the ultimate when you do not have any fear of death. And in fact, all our fears, including the childhood trauma ones which mold our personality so much, are based on a fear that I am not loved. Because if I am not loved, means the mother will not give me enough milk. If the mother doesn't give me enough milk, I will die. So the basic fear is not even of is of dying, but it is more linked to connection with the mother and father. If they do not support me, then I will die. And then later on, this, of course, all mothers and fathers, I bet my daughters will have a very field day, like, oh, our father was such an a-hole and all that. Very sure. That's the way it goes. And then when I'm dead after some time, they will say, no, he wasn't such a great. Maybe he was even better, bigger than that. No, no idea. Like we cannot control what other people think or react to us. We can only do our best. In my heart, I know that I'm trying my best, so I'm fearless. Like whatever the situation is, we tried our best, whatever, like whatever the most can be within the constraints of your body and thinking and tools that you have available. You do your best and you will be fearless. But all the fears of this situation come from a thought that I am not loved, so I'm not supported, so I will die. And throughout our journey on the planet, it is the right opposite. The Mother Earth, not even for a microsecond, lets us go. If the Mother Earth was not holding us to her bosom, we would all be flying off because the Earth is rotating at a huge speed. The Earth is rotating, everyone knows that. And what happens if you own a ball of clay and the earth and the ball is rotating? Can you put something on it? No. The force frees itself. So it is a wonder that the mother is always supporting us and supports us throughout our journey on the planet unconditionally. Never saying, oh, I'm supporting you. Oh, now I want this. Never even differentiating. Oh, you are blue, you are pink, you are from India, you are from here, you are from there, you are, oh, you this is your passport, this is that. It never differentiates. It just supports unconditionally. Then our father is always supporting us from top unconditionally. So the mother supports us, and our body is one on one. Same correlation as the Mother Earth. Same amount of all the constituents of Earth are reflected in the body in the exact same proportion. 82% water, 82% water. Whatever iron, everything is the same, exactly the same coefficient. So we are born of the mother. And what are we? We are a golden light, just like the sun. But we are encased in a body provided by the mother. And then we encase ourselves with a specific arrangement of organizing our thoughts, which come up in the head from where no one knows, but where we, based on our life experience and our reaction to the environment, we start organizing these thoughts. Oh, this is good, this is bad. And usually the more primitive we are, the more we judge others. Oh, this is like that. Or this is like the people who like black, or the people who like this are good, and those that have got similar taste to mine are good, and those that who do not have a similar taste to mine are bad. No, my way is the best way. It's a very primitive way, but that's how it functions. So the point is that you have to be able to see that we are all brothers and sisters. And when you see that every one of us is connected, then the fear goes away. If you are in a room and you are told, oh, everyone is a stranger, and let's say we complicate the scenario, let's say you have some money, $1 million, and you're not going to be sleep. Now, supposing you're told that, oh, everyone in this room is from the same region in where you are, everyone is in fact related to you, etc. Your fears may not go away totally, or they might increase. Oh, these people are my people. I have to be even more careful. That depends upon your own self respect or self image of yourself. But the connections to others will also banish the fears, because the fears come up. I am alone, I'm separated, isolated, and I'm unsupported. Well, in reality, no one on this planet is ever isolated. No one on this planet is ever unsupported. Mother Earth is always holding us. Father Sun is always holding us. Most people will think, oh, I don't have enough money. Everyone thinks that they don't have enough money. There's no one on the planet, very few on the planet who can say, I have enough. It, money creates an illusion that the more you will be having it, the more fearless you will be. You will be more sort of, grounded. You won't have these fears, etc. But I just gave the example yesterday that Kim Kardashian is one of the most successful businessmen on the or business lady on the planet. And she has a disease which largely comes from stress. And stress comes from having fears. Fears are rampant, and they do not come or go based on the amount of money you have in your bank or what you are wearing or not. The most fearless people are the people who have nothing to lose and who are content. So fear at its very core is a reaction that we have to a thought which comes from the infinity of ourself, but a thought that we entertain in a way, oh, I can be hurt, I can have a loss, I can have rejection, including of the body. My body can reject me, and then I'm a soul, and then I'll have to leave the body. My body may kick me out. The only way to work out with these fears is that before the body kicks us out, which it will, kick out the body by defocusing from it. Don't worry so much about what you eat or don't eat, or this or that, or what is happening to your body. Like, be mindful, but don't take it to an extreme, because at some point, no matter how much you take care of your body, the body will give you an eviction notice, and your soul will have to leave. But the story is that the moment you leave your body, you're free of all physical restrictions. And most of the time, you only leave the body once you have fulfilled whatever your mission on this planet was to come and do, which 99% of the times, in fact, 100% of the times, is to help others. To be fearless, the key is Seeing fear, first of all, as a thought, then fighting that thought with another thought. I am loved, I'm supported. I see this thought and this incident which can happen as a blessing. I am God's own creation. He or she is 110% taking care of me. That is called faith. When you have full faith in your relationship with the universe, because the universe is nothing but an extension of your own hidden self. The self is hidden under the covers of your desires, of your judgments, of your likes, dislikes. Essentially, the self, the godly like self from the creator is like the ray of the sun, has got the same qualities of sun. And whether the ray is small or big, in the quantum world, it doesn't matter. It just means that there is a golden light. That is the key criteria. Whether it is how big or how less does not matter. So we all have an ego. This ego is our fake self. This ego is my name is this, my this, and this is my like dislike. When we go to the golden energy in in our heart and feel connected to everything and everyone, and start to see all the losses and pains as a special blessing. Now, we live in a society in which, North America especially, everything was constructed, planned, and designed. I'm not talking about the Indians from whom the land was taken away, but the immigrant settlers who created these cities, they were all Christians. And Christianity was started by Jesus and his 11 apostles. Now, Jesus himself had a horrible, horrible, horrible death. For a son of man, that is why a lot of people were not able to. How can a son of man, son of God, be go through so much? So the official is that he died for the sins of others, which is true. Because we are all connected, he took upon himself and saved us. Like he created a balance, provided a role model for suffering, going through pain. And even Jesus had a moment of fear. He was in a human body. He said, I do not want this offering. And then he understood that without, or my assumption is that he got it because he reconciled himself to the pain, fear, and the torture that had to come. And not only him, all the apostles had painful, if you are going to be calling it tragic, but I am not going to be, painful deaths. They were tortured, most of them. And it wasn't that they could avoid it. But after having been with Jesus, they understood that the soul is eternal. So the pain can only come at a level of physical body which we inhabit. We have to start working with fear in three ways. One, see it as a gift of God. Only special people will have pain. Very, very special people will go through this planet with a lot of comfort, but their pain will be psychological. When I'm in India and I see people who do not have enough basic amenities, they can smile, etc. It's an act of bravery. And I see here all the time that people have everything and they're depressed. And because the fear points in North America are almost always in contrast to third world countries, fictional. So people come up with scenarios which are even, oh, in my childhood, this happened, or that happened with my first boyfriend, that happened with my third girlfriend. We don't live in the present. We keep on seeing and repeating and remembering the past as it, and forgetting that we are now living in North America, where the rights of everyone are very well protected. It is wonderful in that way. And no one is, especially in Canada, no one is letting anyone go hungry. There are so many government schemes for people who have less, that sometimes I know there's some people who scam the system and they have more. Whether they're happy or unhappy, that's another story. But we are so well supported. There should be no fear. Yet people live in fear because depression is first caused by sadness leading to fear. Oh, this will continue, there is no hope. When out of fear we project a scenario that there is no hope, then that leads to depression, even suicidal depression. There is no change which I can look forward to. Then people die. But all these, we have to start working at the level, first level of understanding that any feeling that comes our way is a blessing. The more feelings, the more problems, the more pain we go through on this planet, the more we get out of this. Well, you are asking how to get out of this sadness or depression. There is one the simplest thing is the sadness in reality comes out of feeling hopelessness, and hopelessness comes out of living with yourself, with our own ego, with our life, and not appreciating it. So, to get out of depression, everyone has a willpower, no matter what our life in our eyes looks like. Like we are in America, so I'm very sure that people in third world countries are willing to give their left hand and right hand. I was like that. To have a chance of a life in North America. In North America, you come and the people are even with good salaries and everything are sad and depressed because they are living for themselves. So the first rule of this is to get out of sadness, you have to be having a value system in your life. You have to trust that your prayers, you start off with prayers. So every day you offer 108 prayers to the sick and sad who have less than you, morning and evening. And if 100 doesn't work, then make it 1,000, because you are restoring your mental balance of many years. So you might have to go overboard. So 1 hour of praying with gratitude for those who have less than you, that will make you appreciative of your own. The second is that the more value and service you provide to others. So you can start by giving, like some of the key group members, they support like poor people or poor children who are growing up in different parts of the world. Do that so that you will feel that there is some value to your life. You are accomplishing something with your life. And in Canada, people like me pay 40%, 50%. So, and that goes towards the society. So once you recognize the fact that your work is going to the helping others who have less, even though the whatever the government does with them, but you have this feeling of value, that will lessen the depression. So do something for others and your depression will go down. That's one. Two, have faith that there is a God. You're not alone, you're not unsupported, you're not unconnected to anything and everyone. And you can even do like this. You can say, if you're really, really like, feeling, oh, there is no God or this, create a challenge for yourself that I will, for 3 weeks, let's say, pray 1 hour every day with gratitude. And on after 21 days of such praying with gratitude, I want some test of my faith. So I want to find $20 on the street or something like that. You'll find it because the universe is divine, is listening to you, because the universe is thoroughly connected to you. You're part of the universe, and the universe is part of you. So if you really go ahead with that, but you do need, the universe hides itself because if God has created, since God has created us, it's to have a game. If God will be there tangibly as a white guy or somewhere, or Jesus will be walking along and a tangible God that you can focus on, yeah, everyone will believe. But then there will be no game of contrasts. This game of contrasts is what the universe is all about, and it is called Leela, or the play of God. So even when I was full of fear on that night, for 3 seconds, I woke up, I was able to move my hands and legs, and I and Sweta, we sprayed the whole house with holy water and prayed even more. So ultimately, your fear should be making you pray more. And when you're praying, you use your willpower to have faith, and you can even put up a test that if this happens, but it shouldn't be, if I will pray for 21 days, then the knight in shining armor will come and lift me up and this and that, because knight in shining armors nowadays, they themselves need help. They are also praying that someone also, and some guys are also praying that another knight in shining armor comes and picks me up. So there's a lot of competition for that, and our job is not to have an easy life. Our job is to take this complicated, complex life easily with laughter, no matter what happens. Laughter, that it's all a game, because no matter what your point of fear is, it will come and go. Just like everything is moving. Right now, you're fearful of it. After some time, and you'll find that sometimes someone is actually looking for that sort of pain. Like I avoid pain like anything. But I was watching some serial, and the new trend was to, it was on Emily in Paris, that the new trend was to dress like a dominatrix. So these are people who give pain to others, and they are very valued members of the society, making a lot of money. So a lot of people are looking for the pain that we in the spiritual group are trying to avoid. It's a commodity. It's a commodity. It's just that our taste buds need to be acclimatized to be liking pain, and it's not easy. But at some point, it will come. The body does have an expiry date. At some point, it will come. So don't focus too much on the body. The pain that is happening at a level of body is the best. The You have money loss, trauma; body loss, even more. You have emotional loss, very, very. You have psychological, and that is the most, because once the psyche is sort of unbalanced, no one can help the person, because the person now cannot pray. With the emotional loss, people will still be praying, oh God, or this, etc. It's psychological imbalance, and that a lot of times is due to drugs or something. So fear, first of all, after all this, what I'm going to be stating is, first of all, when there is a panic attack or you see some fear, and you can pray to your angels, your forefathers, what is the source of this fear? Most of the time, it is the trauma right from childhood of a relationship barrier. So you have to see that no parent really wants their child to be traumatized most of the time. There are different parents also. Most of the time, the mother, father, they want the child to be stronger. So in the old days in Russia, so it was, oh, you are nothing. You are a piece of this and that, etc. You're nothing. And the point was that the child would respond in some way. I'll show to my parents. I'll be the best in the class. I'll show to them. How dare they say me, tell me, neg me on, and all that. But it was a strategy. Maybe it didn't work. Or there was parents at that time who were traumatized by the war and them said that they needed to vent out on someone. That also happens. But whatever is happening, the parents most of the time wanted the child to be responding with success, and proud. Most of the time they are proud of success. So see the intention behind the pain. But If you cannot forgive and forget, which is the best thing to do regarding the past, because right now all these traumas from the past, they have no value except what you give them. So right now you can ask your angel to give you the clarity, and then start praying with gratitude for whatever caused you trauma, whatever. And there are people who have had sexual abuse at 13, 14, etc. Very difficult to do, but all these things have happened in the past. And just try to make your life that you don't end up becoming part of this chain reaction. You stop the chain. People hurt others. So stop the chain. Like, be a source of non-hurt for others. Never ever hurt anyone in any way. If you're so traumatized, be cognizant. Oh, that pain, I remember I didn't enjoy it. So I should never be a source of pain for anyone or anything. So, but having said all this, pain is a thought. The thought can be overcome only by other thought, which is trusting and seeing God in that thought of in that pain. So you have to put up a thought when you see that you are getting fearful. You have to put your trust totally that the universe is benign, that the soul is eternal. The body, it will be going through pain, even if no one plans it yet. I fall down so many times, etc. I have a metal hip. I fall down at times. I can be a source of laughter for others for in that way. But the point is that enjoy the fact that you have pain, because that means you're still on the planet, and use that pain to be a teacher so that you are never a source of pain for anyone. And the third is recognize that pain is a thought coming from the past which has no value in the present. So you offset the thought pain with the thought that, oh, let me pray with gratitude for this God, and the moments of pain are not continual. So have gratitude for the moments when you don't have pain. And when you have a pain which is continual, that means that have been selected and blessed by God with a special life, and there will be a reward in it. All pain is a polishing up. I'm not talking about the pain which the serial killers they show, oh, they have a traumatized and now they are going around killing. I'm talking about the spiritual warrior in you that takes the lesson from the pain, recognizes pain to be a wonderful balance. And you accept that pain. Like you go to someone's house and someone has whatever it is offered to you with love. You take it, whether you enjoy it or don't enjoy it. I don't eat meat, but I was in someone's house and there was meat. Okay. There was so much love, etc. So we came to this planet as guests, and God, the Creator, is giving us different dishes of sensations, whatever you get as a guest, because we are not going to be on this planet forever. Try to enjoy it, be calm about it, see it as a blessing, because this whole scenario may not have been there by your not having been born. Then all the spirit, they are always looking forward to be born on this planet, because this is the most dramatic, adventurous planet out of them all. Like souls get refined in a fast forward on this planet. Like there are probably other planets, etc., where life is more comfortable and the soul doesn't evolve. Out here, super fast. And there are millions of sensations. We on this planet, we just have five sensations. But these five sensations are so addictive that people live only for the food, smell, comfort of the body. And that's a huge, I would say, factor which leads to fear, because when we live for this body and the five senses, we lose our priority that we came to this planet to help others. And the less we live for others, the more unhappy we are with ourselves, that I came to this planet. We know it at a very deep level that I came to this planet to help others. Instead of that, I became a foodie. I just became a cloth addict. I just became a sensation addict. I just like more and more sensations here, like going here, there, trying this food, etc. So I'm serving the body, but I'm not serving others. And when we have that feeling that I'm not doing what I was supposed to be doing, which is again to be of value and service to others, then our self-esteem goes continues to go down. And when the self-esteem goes down, then more and more fears replace it. So focus on the thought of pain, understand where it's coming from, understand the trauma, send that incident and anyone who can hurt you past thoughts of love and gratitude, because we are all from the same creator, we are all connected. Know and have full faith that you're never unconnected from God. You can even test it out, as I said. But I would say 21 days of morning and evening, 1 hour of prayer with gratitude. And then you say that I want this or that to be happening, provided it doesn't require the bending of the, I don't, after 21 days, then I want to be getting married because someone else may be wanting you or not wanting you. But if you say, okay, I want this or that, I want those things were. If that happens, I'll pray for 21 days. But after that, if this happens, then I'll have my faith. Yeah, for sure you will get it granted. Guaranteed. Because the universe also wants you to be joyous. But it cannot say, oh, I won't give you pain, because pain and pleasure are both two two sides of the same coin for which we came on this planet. We cannot navigate without coming across pain and pleasure, but we have to transcend them by being equanimous and by just be enjoying being on the planet while not being a servant to this body sensations of pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. Pain comes, take it as a take it with grace. If you can't avoid, I'm not saying that go look out for it, but when it comes, first of all, it's just a thought, counterbalance it with gratitude. Second, send thoughts of love to the source of the pain and anyone, knowing that you are fully connected to the universe. And pain is a special blessing most of the time because pain cleans you up. It makes us usually pray more. If we have comfortable lives, we don't pray. And there's a third mechanism that I'm going to be write down with a letter to God regarding all the painful things that you have endured, etc., and burn it with a prayer and laughter. Laughing at yourself for letting those past incidents be carried inside you. Do it for 3 days. When you are writing the letter, write it with left hand so that you do it very slowly, fully cognizant, then roll it up and just burn and let go. Because all these painful things were from the past, they are now ending up still inside you and they are being projected to the future. While your future is not the same what you think it is. So, and it's common. The couple of days ago, from the behavior of my manager, I understood that I'm going to be laid off, and I had thoughts of fear about money, etc. Then I reminded myself, no, the universe always. My daughter said, oh, and there was one year when I was laid off 6 times. But my daughter reminded me also that, oh, the Papa, you always bounce back with a better job. Why are you worried? I said, yeah, that's true. So I'm praying now more to balance out the situation, but I'm also working much more to balance out the situation. Like I'm putting in overtime, etc., so that maybe the situation will change. If it doesn't change, it's okay. I would know that I tried my best. That's all. That's all that we can do. We know that we tried our best to manage the situation. Whatever happens, no matter how painful it is, accept it with grace. So closing eyes with full faith in the universe that has God in everything and everyone. Everything is the creator. The source of pain is the creator. The receiver inside you of all the sensations is the creator. The in between tool used to give you pain and pleasure is the creator. We are in a sea or ocean of creator in different ways. The trees around us, the seat you're sitting, the TV in front of you, the everything. My voice, your voice, everything is part of the same creator. So there can be no fear in reality because we are all one. The soul is encased in layers of body, mind, and intellect, but it is eternal. Om Namo Shivaya. Om. Get with Om Namo, breathe in Om. Connect with the golden light in your heart, Namo, and bless everything and everyone that has ever caused you any loss and pain. Shiva. Om Namo 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 Shiva. Burn out in your thoughts the letters of your gratitude to God for the pain that you have in your life. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo. Burn out all your childhood traumas, knowing that everything around us is divine, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it acts like. Om Namo Shivaya. Forgive, forget, and enjoy your life from this second as a newly born, with full gratitude for all the privileges that you are having and will have, the privilege to breathe, the privilege to be, the privilege to have the environment wherever you are, the privilege of this life. Enjoy it and make it of value and service to others by offering first your breathing, then your thoughts, then your prayers, then any action that you can follow up. Giving money to charity will make you even more fearless. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinam. Sarve Shantu Niram. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Makashyatu. Om Trembakam Yamamhe. Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam. Urvaruknan Mrityur Mukshayam Amritat. You can use the mantra Om Namo Shivaya to see that God is in me, God is in everything. So I am fearless. You can also use the Buddhist Om Mani Padme Hum if you're not towards Hinduism so much. You can also use any prayer with your breathing, offering to those that have hurt you and caused these pains or losses, feeling of losses to be retained in you. Otherwise, they will just come and go. But whatever has got stuck inside you, send it thoughts of love, burn letters in your thoughts or in real time for 3 days at least, and you will let go. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. And we are going to be praying with everyone individually. So we are sending golden light as fearlessness to Cindy, Om Namah Shivaya, Caroline, Om Namah Shivaya, Catherine, Om Namah Shivaya, Elena, Om Namah Shivaya, Gale, Om Namah Shivaya, Hal, Om Namah Shivaya. All guys, Om Namah Shivaya, Irina, Om Namah Shivaya, Jean, Om Namah Shivaya, Paras, Om Namah Shivaya, Preeti, Om Namah Shivaya, Yulia, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Trembakam Yamamhe, Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam, Urvaruknan Nitirma. Bless yourself. See yourself in your heart as a fearless warrior, spreading love, light, and laughter with without a focus on your own comfort. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah.